SUVs are getting very popular around the world. If you are in the market for a new vehicle, you might be considering an SUV. And in SUV, you might be looking for a good presence, nice looking car, spacious, lot of features, 7-seater and a 4-wheel drive system. And if it comes in affordable price with lot of luxury, that'll be your choice. I'm bringing such a vehicle today, the new GAC GS Traveler. It's almost the size of a Land Cruiser, not in terms of height, but length and width. And it's got 7 seat and it's got 4-wheel drive system as well. Let's check out the latest version of the GAC GS Traveler. I'm in Dubai right now. All my flyers, welcome to Flywheel. Mass manly presence is something which we look forward when we consider an SUV. And in a market like Middle East, everybody want a massive presence, which they have proven with the chunky pickups like the GMCs and the Rams. In this new GAC GS8, they have considered this element in this variant. Regularly it comes with the GAC's logo, which is the oval logo, but now in this variant, they have the GAC nomenclature like this, and a huge chrome element is given. Here all you can see the chrome, and this continue like a mustache, and there is a very exciting vertical light, and it's got very welcoming feature like this. When you unlock it, these chrome element opens up like in some flies, look really attractive. These features are really eye-catching features for market like this. And there's a chunky bumper also. Normally when we see such a vehicle, it will be very tall, but this is a miniature version of that. Even though proportionally look massive from distance, when you come close, it's a welcoming size. So don't feel scary, but he's got massive presence. 5.1 meter is the length of this SUV, including that small box. And what really matters is the look of the car in its proportion. I will say it's a well proportionately balanced design. It's a proper SUV character. On the front, you can see the hood elements reflected on the side as well. Wheel arch is bold, and there is some elements which look more sportier. As a 20-inch diamond cut wheels, which look attractive. It's slightly blacked out. It look great. And 255/50 tires is also like it's a 80 tire, but it's got grooves which is ideal for slight off-roading, like if you want to take onto desert and off-road patch, you can do that. Then the side mirror you can see some chrome element, and this greenhouse is also large like in a bigger SUVs like Land Cruiser, Patrol and even GLS. So it looks chunky. There is chrome elements over here. Minimal line is given, the shoulder line and the dynamic lines are there. One attractive thing is the step Arcane Warriors accessory. It's a part of this Traveler Desert edition, and this is something which is a style icon now because it has been introduced in Defender and various other brands had copied. But this is an accessory, it's a strong accessory, it's solid, and the carrier over top is also good. I have climbed on that, and there's a chamian on the other side if you're taking it for a camping or so. On the design end, you can see a chrome element, is a chunky chrome element here. It's a bold D pillar and some bit of taillight also you can see. As I mentioned, it's a long SUV, but what really matters is the proportion, and it's really attractive. This rectangular box grab all the attention of the rear. It's only part of this Traveler Desert edition. It's not a standard fitment, but it looked good. It reminds me of that small box which is seen in the G5T electric model. And same wise, you can keep some stuff inside. It's easily operable. It's a huge boot lid, and the vertical light also help you to get more space for the boot. There's a edge element. I don't know why they're given the edge graphic on the taillight. Normally it should be something connected with G. People like me whose name start with H will feel happy. It's an edge element. You can see a small mild roof spoiler and light is integrated. You can see the carrier element is also adding on to the looks of the car. Bumper look chunkier like in the front, and reflectors all add on to the design element. There's huge boot space which I'll show you, and the boot space also can be used even with the third row up. So that is the practicality we've seen, and the seats can be controlled electrically to add on space, and you'll get a proper SUV-like space inside in the boot. So you can even lock this small box with the standard button. If you want to open it, you can do that. You need to unlock, and once you unlock and open, There's a net over you can keep some of your stuff. And to close it is recommended to press this and close. That's how it should be closed. But if you want to get it back, you need to do manually. Once you get into the GS interior, one thing I notice is the plushy feel. They try to make it most luxurious they can with this price bracket.
Step on the brake to start the vehicle to avoid low battery power.
Okay, so I had kept the ignition on, that's why this message. Anyway, this came in between, so I can tell you the infotainment system and this Texala improved a lot, because when I driven the M8 van, there was a lot of glitches in connecting with the infotainment and to connecting the Apple CarPlay. But now it's flawless and it's functioning very well. Everything is good, and there's a huge TFT screen from the instrument console. It's having a good graphics, quality is good. Screen quality is also amazing. One drawback I've seen is all controls are in the screen. If you want to control the fan speed and if you are in CarPlay or Android Auto, you have to go to this GAC icon to come onto the screen where you can control all this. After you go back to the CarPlay, it's not there here. So that should have been considered. But as most of the brand recognize physical button is the thing, so they should also come back to physical wherever necessary. There are physical button over here. You can see the controls. You can just remove the blind, but in this case there's a carrier, so it looks a bit awkward, so I'm closing it. Otherwise, you can open the sunroof and get a good feel. Coming back to the feel of the luxury, is given a warm color. It's very welcoming. This leather seat is of good quality, good perforation, and good stitching and perforations are given. There's a cooling also, and there is Alcantara kind of finish over here in the door pad. So when a hand touch, you feel good. There's a huge glow box here, but it's not cooled. There is another glow box here. Again, it's not cooled. The cup holder, there's induction charging, and you can also keep the phone here. There is wood finish here as a trim. That is giving a premium feel. And this here, you can see the mix of piano black, chrome, and brushed aluminum, and all this leatherette kind of feel. Make it more premium. Lot of materials you can see, but ultimately you're feeling it's a luxurious vehicle. With a price tag of 139,000 dirham, you are getting a good value for your money. Fit and finish, build quality is good. Wherever you touch, you are getting a good premium feel. The setup display, and above all, there is the Alpine sound system. There's got a lot of speakers. You can see over here on the top pad. Here you can see, and you can also see a subwoofer. And ultimately, you're getting a good sound. So GSE has seen improving with the vehicle, improving with the years. From the M8, I've seen a lot of improvement. Emperor also in between seen the improvement. So all this put together, as a brand, they are improving, and build quality and the premium feel also match up for the price. Surprisingly, the second row is very spacious. One thing attracted me, in spite of being four-wheel drive, there's a flat flow. You don't have any transmission tunnel. There is a rich look here. There's a chrome element. As I mentioned, the front also. There's Alcantara on the door pad. That is effective when you are using a smaller sleeve. When body touch on that, you feel very good. I'd kept the sunroof open because I want light inside. It's a privacy glass, it's very dark. But with this carrier, I don't recommend to keep it open. It looks a bit awkward. Privacy glass is very good. It's not seeing through. There's no blind as such, but you don't find a requirement for that. The space is enormous. There is a lot of headroom, shoulder room. The sill height is little higher for this seat. It's a lower sitting seat. Adults won't have problem, but smaller kids may find it little high for them. If you are in the child seat, it won't matter also. And the third person can be adult. You can sit, but you are sitting a little higher because the seat is lower. But if you want to commute something with 7 people, it's possible with the third person here, but it's recommended for kids. Once you unfold the handrest, you can sit comfortably, and to add on, you can recline it this much. I can do it in stage wise also. So I may be using this much only, but it's very comfortable. You have a good comfortable seat to ride it. Now we can check the third row seat. Before we jump into third row, there is AC controls and AC vent over here. You can set your temperature accordingly and it's all usable. USB-C and USB charger is there. Here they are given switches, which is very convenient. So this is a position where we will sit. Thighs are a little high and the seat is adjusted towards the front. If you adjust a little more, you will touch your knees. But if second row passenger are ready to compromise a little, you can travel in ease in the third row. Enough headroom is there. They're carved here. There is support for there is enough shoulder room also. There's a handrest which again is good. There's no USB-C charger, but there's a cup holder. If you don't want to recline so much, you can adjust over here. There's a button. The problem is, so once you adjust, the seat also will raise. This is how it is folded. So it is recommended to keep it low and slide it. There's a this window will help you to view outside, but the other side there is a ladder, so it will cut your view. Otherwise, you can travel in conditions where you want to travel with 7 people. If not, it is best for the kids. Kids won't feel very cramped here. Will be good. You don't have to hook up your hand inside. It's a double lock. Just lift and leave it. Once you open hood, you can see a very neatly layouted hood inside. Earlier, we used to see in a lot of luxury manufacturers. Now, they are also avoiding all this because of the time consuming to maintain the things. But for maintaining here, they are given a small opening to control the battery and brake fluid. That we can see it's a very light plastic. Anyway, inside it there is a inline 4-cylinder petrol engine and it produces 248 HP or 252 PS and 400 Nm torque. It's made to do a 8-speed torque converter automatic. It's a front wheel drive architecture basically, but there's a 4-wheel drive system also connected to that. I can see the refinement of the engine is getting improvised in Chinese vehicle, especially in GAC. And you know, China has been known for their battery electric vehicle, but now they are also improving the ICE engines as well, which means that they also believe that battery is not full future. And I got to know that China is also developing a V8, not from this brand. And anyway, it's not very far future to see a Chinese V8. Every time when I was driving this new GAC GS8, one thing grabbed my attention was the very beautiful fragrant smell. Initially thought after the cleaning they might have applied some perfume or something, but every time I was wondering, there was no perfume outside, but I saw some 3 steel chrome button below this center console island. Then I pulled it out, it was this beautiful smell. There are 3 options. One is the Orient, the one is a Rose, and one other fragrant is there. So I explored the climate control and I could select 3 different variants of fragrance. Quite amazing. It's a surprise for me. So I've been using this GS8 for the last 3 days. The third day I have the car for 1 more day. So far I've been driving on highway, cities, and little bit of off-roading, like, you know, off the road kind of a situation where sometimes we are using it for parking or maybe crossing to another road. Otherwise, we are not actually taken to a proper off-roading. But I think it can do decent off-roading because the 4-wheel drive system is nice. It's not having low range or anything, but there's a more to do it, and there is decent ground clearance as well, especially for this edition. This is a Traveler Desert Edition, which is lifted a little, so there is 200mm of ground clearance. Quite enough, I guess. But one thing I noticed after driving for 3 days is the refinement of this inline 4-cylinder petrol engine. I've been noticing this because, you know, initially when I started driving any of the ICE Chinese car, I was not impressed with the performance engine. It was it was very noisy, doesn't have the grunt and all. But now, before this, couple of GS8 road also, I driven the Geely. So that time, I seen there is refinement, especially in this case, GS's engines also are getting more refined, and this is very refined now, quiet. Then there is enough juice to engine. I've been using mostly on eco mode because there is no option. But if you want to select, there is mud mode, sand mode, snow mode. Apart from the sport and the normal mode. So the comfort is a normal mode. There's a sport mode. There's a grunt to it, which you can feel and experience as soon as you power it. But there is limit on the speed here, so I have to control a bit. Anyway, so if you use the different mode, you can really enjoy the car. The gearbox is also quick. It's a double clutch gearbox. In sport also it's decent, but maybe you might not get ultra sporty feel to it, but people may not be expecting as well. So on the road, suspension also play a good game. It's very refined. There is no much body rolls or leaning on when you push on side. But especially in this country, the roads are very well engineered and you don't have to worry too much when you push. But in some cases, when you have in a smaller lane and higher speed, you can definitely feel the car. It's decently balanced. Brake system also good. It's on your call. Again, I'm not saying it's a ultra sporty, but it is decent. So other thing I want to mention is the ADAS level 2 features. See, this is ADAS. I didn't put the signal. It warned me there is a car on blind spot. So warning is in 3-way. This beep, red color on the head-up display. But most interesting thing is the vibration of the seat. If there's a vibration on the right side, you're alert on the right and left also, like that. This is evident that is the most alert feature, because at times when you talk loud or if you're playing music or in high volume, you may miss the beep. And the color also, when you're in the sun, especially with the polarized glass, you may not notice it. But this vibration definitely will alert you. Same thing. Okay, so these are actually interesting features, especially for a car of this price. In short, as I told initially, you're getting well featured, comfortable, spacious, stylish, and a 4-wheel drive SUV with this price tag. And there are various variants available. You can choose it accordingly to your budget. I will show the variants and the price. And this is the top end variant, that is the Traveler Desert Edition. Moreover, GS is providing various EMI payment schemes. So for all that, you can connect with the dealer. And if you are in this market for such an SUV, I would recommend to test drive this GAC GS8. It's really worth to try. I'm actually impressed with this SUV. That's what I mentioned here. What you felt about the GS8 from this review, let me know. And please do like and share this video. If you are yet to subscribe, please do subscribe as well. Until we meet next with another exciting new machine, or maybe old machine, stay safe and enjoy wheeling.